Hey everyone, my name is Carmina. I am the presenter for Group 1. The rest of my group mates are Era, Maggie, and Amber. Let's get right into these prompts. For the first prompt, the question is, do you agree or disagree with Ho'ofa's argument? Why or why not? For us, we agree with his argument. Although we may not know much about the other regions, we do know that Sinamay diplomacy may not be as strong as New Zealand or Guam. The belittlement concept still prevails, so people continue to let it grow. He also briefly covered how those in dominant positions would deem themselves higher than the peasants, which has some truth regarding our islands. Secondly, we discussed whether we believe the indigenous people of the Marianas have or still accepted the belittling view upon the islands. If so, in what ways? If not, why? What has taken its place? It's not a stern yes or no because there is a fair amount of both sides. For those who have accepted the belittlement, it is prevalent through the better opportunities elsewhere group who are heavily influenced by mass media and recent Western cultures, along with many situations where Sinamay is not a big priority in receiving aid. The others who look past belittlement are leaders or locals that place great value in cultural traditions. Prompt 3, we came up with the conclusion that indigenous ways of thinking aren't indigenous. The ideas may be common to the indigenous people of the respective regions, but it isn't about indigenous culture. It revolves around today's culture, which has seen a drastic change in order to meet economic and societal needs. To understand Pacific literature is crucial for foreigners to understand our lands and people. The impact of Western philosophy will be eye-openers and hopefully provide a new philosophy considerate of the past and the present. Each region within Oceania goes at their own pace. Tinian, for example, is becoming more self-sufficient by expanding their beef industry for the local economy, while parts of Polynesia and Papua New Guinea maintain strong bonds to their roots and practice them daily. Some islands of the Coraline Islands, and presumably Yap, don't cover themselves as much as we do. For example, the women walk around with their breasts exposed, and they hold great cultural respect to one another. However, the dynamics provided by both scholars have been continuously expanding since their release, and we are hopeful for more to be open to such dynamics in hopes of revamping more of our lost roots. And lastly, Ho'ofa's documented multiple pieces of evidence to support his claim and shed light that Oceania is neither devoid of resources, tiny or remote, and dependent. As for Taman, she mostly covered the importance of indigenous philosophy for natives. Both scholars have a strong positive voice for a new perspective to Oceania. Thank you, have a great weekend, and stay safe.
Created using Powtoon.